Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the sole administrator deployed in Rivers State have resumed duty, a lot of people expected a lot of reactions. But for most people, they never knew that as at February, the civil servants in Rivers State did not get their salaries, and that of March. And of course, the sole administrator have insisted that all pending salaries from February to March should be paid in full using the same heads of local government area that Martin Emerele them rejected, saying it was illegal. Is the same payment mechanism with which they are going to use to do the needful. Of course, the traditional rulers have reacted, and most the pro-Wike supporters felt that the traditional rulers really did not support Fubara by giving the support to the sole administrator, insisting that they wanted peace to be given, that peace be given a chance in Rivers State. But little did they know that all of this may be working in accordance with what Fubara may be looking out for, as Simplified movement worldwide have decided to speak on these matters. But before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. And according to the news, the Simplified movement, the Director General of the Simplified movement worldwide, that's Right Honorable Evans Bapakeye Pepe, DSSRS JP, on behalf of the leadership and entire members of the Simplified movement, heartily welcomes the sole administrator of Rivers State, Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, retired, as he assumes office under the emergency rule proclaimed in the state by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We are confident that as a former naval chief and the immediate past Nigerian ambassador to Ghana, the sole administrator will leverage on his wealth of experience to steer the affairs of the state within the period of his stay in office. Now, the Simplified movement strongly refutes the comment credited to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Lateef Fagbemi, alleging that killings are occasioned by heightened insecurity in Rivers State prompted the President to declare state of emergency. We consider the Attorney General's claim as baseless, fallacious, and an ill-fitted attempt to justify the declaration. Rivers State has been largely peaceful with improved security under the pragmatic leadership of our peace-loving governor, His Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, despite the political impasse in the state. We believe the president may have been wrongly advised by the Attorney General and his associate to declare the emergency rule in the state. Now, to demonstrate his maturity, respect for the rule of law, and his philosophy that no sacrifice is too much to pay for peace, Governor Fubara heeded the advice of the president that he should stoop to conquer by complying fully with the Supreme Court's judgment. The governor made several unsuccessful attempts to present the 2025 budget before the Rivers State House of Assembly, including officially inviting them to a meeting to outline modalities of implementation of the Supreme Court judgment, which they rebuffed. Furthermore, he was denied access to the assembly quarters for the budget presentation, despite notifying the assembly of his planned visit, which they claim not to have received. The governor had planned to return to the assembly quarters on Wednesday, 19th March, for a third attempt, after notifying them, which they also denied, to present the budget before the president declared the state of emergency on Tuesday night, 18th March, which was supposed to be a day before his presentation of the budget. Despite disagreement with the Supreme Court judgment, Governor Fubara had demonstrated enough willingness and sincerity to implement the judgment. However, the governor's efforts were deliberately frustrated by the Rivers State House of Assembly, whose ultimate goal was to impeach him and not to receive the budget under the guise of gross misconduct, including non-presentation of an appropriation bill, which they intentionally failed to receive. Your Excellency Sir Siminalayi Fubara, GSSRS, an epitome of Nigeria's democracy, rest assured that the Simplified movement worldwide, which is arguably the most formidable and indomitable social-political movement in Rivers State and beyond, stands solidly behind you through thick and thin. We have consistently challenged your detractors to show us your offense. They are unable to give any valid reason why they want you out, other than your refusal to allow them control the resources of the state at the expense of millions of Rivers people. Our prayers and thoughts are with you, Your Excellency, in this challenging time for the emancipation of the soul of our dear state. Trust you shall emerge victorious and even stronger. The Simplified movement worldwide acknowledges with profound appreciation the overwhelming support, solidarity, and prayers for Governor Fubara by millions of Nigerians in the state and across the country and beyond. We urge continuous prayers for our dear governor as we remain peaceful in the face of provocation this period. Of course, this is signed by Right Honorable Evans Bapakiye Pepe, DSSRS JP, Director General of the Simplified Movement Worldwide. Of course, it was signed today. My colleague is in the house. Most people believe that with this administrator, the Simplified Movement, the traditional rulers, will probably go against them. But they've always known that Fubara is a peaceful man, and they are set to follow peace. After all, in just 6 months, already the Obiokpo chairman is already rooting strongly for Fubara, and he believes that 6 months is just by the corner, and they will definitely get their governor back. But most elders are asking that same question: where is Fubara? Of course, there was this issue that there was supposed to be a meeting in Delta State by South Governors Forum. That was not true. It didn't hold. There was no such meeting as of yesterday. And the fact that there was also this, sources saying that Fubara is with the Bayelsa State Government in Bayelsa State Government House. That's also not true. But the question now is, where's Fubara, and why do you think Simplified Movement is doing this?
Well, Simplified Movement have a duty, and their duty is to make sure they fully portray the true image of Governor Similare Fubara. And I feel that Fubara at a time like this must remain very quiet and will be very hopeful that his rightful position will be handed over to him. Don't forget that at a time like this, a lot of things may be going through the enemy's camp, and they may be thinking of piling up a lot of things that he had done in the past administration. So we just brought up something that there were a lot of things that he had signed, which was outrightly wrong, which as at now the EFCC should go in. So right now, I think the ideal thing is for him to.
But there's still immunity. That immunity.
I feel that that immunity
Even
clause
the
has
lawyers
been suspended.
No, the lawyer said that some lawyers in Nigeria believe that that immunity clause should not be removed.
Okay, so that one is dependent on the government, because he's a suspended governor, not impeached governor. So I feel that should still be there, but wisdom demands that at a time like this should just be some quiet consultation to the very matured, people who have gone through this kind of how did they sell through at the end of the day, and then quietly be hopeful that, at the end of the day, after 6 months, everything will be all right. But we already know that sometimes you can't trust the political move that is going on, because if it is intended to sap the revenue of government or intended for anything funny that we do not know. Before 6 months will be elongated, and before they keep shifting it. People will just be making noise. Unfortunately, Nigerians have come to a point where they know that the only thing we do is to make noise. The committee that will be set up by the 2 houses of assembly, they will know what to roll out, and then all of them will work according to instruction. The people that will put there will work according to instruction. They will do the things that they are expecting them to do. You understand? Except Fubara maybe will be ready to align with certain things certain demands they will put on the table. So the situation right now, for me, it's in the hands of God and in the hands of our leaders. The president, we already know, put jokes apart, that the president does not in any way have the right to impeach an elected governor. Jokes apart. To suspend an elected governor. It's outrightly wrong. There is no prescription in the law that gives him that right. But he went far And what did we do on social media? Screaming, shouting, and all of that.
Everybody
So, we are hopeful that they won't go an extra mile, whereby when it gets to that 6 months, they say, well, it seems as though there is no peace in Rivers State. The military administrator should keep, before we know it is 1 year. Maybe they will give him the baton of leadership the next 3 months, 3 months to go to election. They may now bring him in and say, just put finishing touches and, But however, we are hopeful that at the end of the day, similar Fubara will come out justified, and the people of Rivers State will prove to the whole world that he is their most preferred.
Well, I guess that's where we're going to wrap it up. You said it all. Let's meet